You spend hours grinding out heavy bench presses, rows, and arm curls to build a massive frame. But when you look in the mirror, the proportions often look incomplete. Your upper body is thick and powerful, but it's sitting under a fragile-looking neck that resembles a bendy straw. A thick neck acts as a primal biological signal of power and presence. Its absence can shatter the aesthetic of a strong physique, regardless of how broad your shoulders are. When looking down at a phone, your center of gravity shifts forward. A weak neck allows your skull to pull out of alignment. For every inch it translates forward, it becomes exponentially heavier, forcing surrounding muscles to work overtime, creating constant upper back stiffness. Leaving the neck untrained forces the cervical spine to manage this weight through ligaments and joints that were never designed for constant, misaligned tension. This system is designed for general fitness education and postural correction. It is a tool for improvement, not a plan for medical rehabilitation. Healthy individuals dealing with mild daily stiffness can implement this routine immediately. However, if you experience chronic pain, radiating nerve issues, or have a previous spinal injury, you should consult a physical therapist. The neck is a unique training challenge because it is a functional anchor packed with highly sensitive nerves. It requires a systematic approach based on control rather than brute force effort. A common assumption in gym culture is that heavy compound lifts, like deadlifts and barbell rows, naturally provide enough stimulus to build a thick, stable neck. In reality, these muscles usually require direct attention to change. There is also a belief that effective training requires movements like the wrestler's neck bridge. This exercise places extreme compression on the cervical vertebrae, which can lead to long-term spinal degradation. Beginners often think they need heavy, plate-loaded head harnesses to see results. For someone who lacks foundational stability, this type of equipment introduces unnecessary risk. Developing a strong, stable neck depends on following a safe, biomechanically sound program. Step 1 is the chin tuck. By pulling your chin straight back, you slide your head into a neutral alignment and begin to reverse the effects of tech neck. Step 2 uses light manual resistance. By using your own hands for tension, you can safely map the neck's primary movement patterns without the dangers of external loads. This diagram illustrates the 4 functions of your cervical spine. To train forward flexion, place your hands against your forehead and gently press forward, engaging the sternocleidomastoid muscles running down to your collarbone. For backward extension, interlock your hands behind your head and press back against them. For lateral holds, place your palm against the side of your head and press sideways to force the stabilizing muscles to brace. Manual resistance works because it is self-regulating. It is impossible to apply more force than your arms can provide, ensuring you stay within the safety limits of your cervical spine. Step 3 is the tempo. Protecting the small, sensitive muscles of the neck requires a slow, controlled speed to avoid the jerking motions that cause acute injury. Step 4 focuses on the supporting musculature. You must strengthen your trapezius and upper back to build a solid structural base for your head. As this posterior diagram shows, the trapezius muscles act as structural guy wires. They anchor your cervical spine to your shoulders and mid-back, helping to keep your head steady when the weight gets heavy. Step 5 is managing your volume. These muscles respond quickly because they are rarely trained directly, so a low total volume is often enough to signal growth without overtraining. Growth in this area relies on precise muscle activation and structural support. Strengthening these muscles creates a functional muscular armor. It helps correct your posture, reduces daily stiffness, and completes the look of a strong physique. Progress requires enough challenge to signal the body to change, followed by enough recovery time to allow that adaptation to occur. Commit this 5-step protocol to memory. 1. Chin tucks. 2. Manual 4-way resistance. 3. Slow and controlled tempo. 4. Trapezius support. And 5. Low volume. Building a stronger frame comes from following this consistent system for the next 7 days.